In this video, this is going to be part 1 of factoring. Factoring, part 1. Okay, so let's see what we can remember from factoring. Here we go. If I had A, B plus B, and I were to say factor this, what you would notice is that AB and B, this equation has two parts, and the B happens to be common to both, so we can factor it out. So the way we do that, we would take the B and pull it out, and then we would say times, well, if you take the B out of the AB, take the B out of this part, the AB, you're left with an A. If you take the B out of this part, you're left with just a 1 plus 1. And that's the answer. So this is the answer. And now to check your work, what you could do is actually distribute. This would be to check your work, you do what's called distribute. To check, you would distribute it back in. So what you would end up taking is B times A and B times 1. So let's just do that. So we're going to go B times A would be AB plus B times 1 is, well, B. And then you would notice, you would say, oh look, I distributed and I got AB plus B, which is the same as what I started with. So it's correct. So while factoring takes it out, distribution puts it back in. Okay? So a slightly more complex example. 8ab squared plus 4a. Okay, so we still have the two parts. We have this part and we have this part. And we want to go, what can we take out of both of those that would be similar? Oh, okay. Well, turns out you could actually take a 4a out of both, because of course there's an A, you can see that one, but do you see the 8 here is actually 2 times 4, and if I write it like that, 2 times 4, I could then take the 4 out, so I'm going to actually do that. I'm going to rewrite this as 2 times 4 times A times B plus, and then this other part, which is just 4a. So now you can, I think, more clearly see, so while this here is the same as this is just kind of expanded, right? The 2 times 4 is the 8, the a didn't change, and the b times b is the same as b squared. But now you can see the 4a and the 4a can come out. So let's go ahead and do that. So to actually factor this, what we end up with is 4a, take it out, so we're left with, in that first part, 2 times b squared. Take the 4a out of the second part and you're left with 1. So this is your final answer. Now you could use distribution and multiply it back in to check your work. And of course, 2 times 4 would give you 8. A would give you a, and b squared is still there. And a 4a times 1 would give you 4a times 1 would give you 4. So yes, distribution would actually put it all back in. So here are a couple of examples to try. Factor this out. First question is going to be, let's change the color a little. Okay, here we go. First question would be 2c squared plus 3c. Okay? Try to figure out what's common between both of those and factor it out. The second one we'll do, it'd be 4d g plus 2d. What could you factor out of this equation? And the third one will be 10ab squared plus 2b squared. Okay? Go ahead and try those out, see if you can factor those, and then go ahead and try the second part factoring video, okay?